Do you ever set an ambitious goal, full of fire and motivation, only to completely quit a few weeks later? Does your powerful initial motivation vanish into thin air just when you need it the most, leaving you feeling stuck? Are you absolutely sick and tired of the endless cycle of starting over, promising yourself that this time will be different? The root problem isn't a lack of willpower, it's the old neural wiring inside your brain that is fighting you. But what if you could literally rewire that brain for unstoppable, automatic discipline using simple neuroscience-based habits? Today, we're not discussing fleeting feelings of motivation, we're building an unbreakable and disciplined mental machine together. Make sure you watch until the very end, because the last habit I am going to share is the most important one. Begin your day with a 30-second blast of cold water in the shower to jolt your system into immediate action. This intentional shock isn't just about toughness, it floods your brain with norepinephrine, powerfully sharpening your mental focus. It also provides a steady, prolonged increase in your baseline dopamine, unlike the artificial spikes from cheap distractions. Do not seek the warm embrace of comfort first thing, instead, teach your brain to handle adversity from the start. This simple act trains your willpower for the much bigger and more significant challenges that await you later today. For the next hour of important work, close all unnecessary tabs and turn off all your phone's distracting notifications. The popular idea of multitasking is a destructive myth that fragments your attention and weakens your prefrontal cortex's control. Your brain isn't designed to do two cognitive tasks at once, it just switches rapidly between them at a high cost. This rapid mental switching quickly burns through your brain's glucose, leaving you mentally exhausted and prone to terrible distraction. Engaging in deep, focused work rewires your brain to actively resist distraction and crave productive states of high-performance flow. You will accomplish more in a single hour of pure focus than in 3 chaotic hours of constant interruptions. The moment you feel yourself hesitating on a critical task, immediately begin counting down from 5. 5-4-3-2-1. When your countdown hits the number 1, you must physically move towards that specific task without any further thought. This simple trick interrupts the crippling habit loop of procrastination before your brain can convince you to quit. It is a form of powerful metacognition, activating your prefrontal cortex to override your limbic system's primitive excuses. Using this simple rule consistently builds the essential neural pathway for immediate action over crippling hesitation and self-doubt. Intentionally choose one small, uncomfortable thing that you know you should do and complete it every single day. This could be taking the stairs, making that difficult phone call, or reading a truly challenging book for 15 minutes. Your brain's anterior midcingulate cortex, the center for willpower, actually grows when you do difficult things on purpose. It is exactly like a muscle, the more you voluntarily embrace strategic discomfort, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. Avoiding all discomfort makes your brain weak, soft, and absolutely terrified of facing any real, meaningful life challenge. You are literally building a brain that is physically more capable of enduring struggle and persevering through any hardship. Stop using a simple to-do list for your day, instead, use a calendar and schedule every single task. A long to-do list presents you with far too many choices, which causes a state of crippling decision fatigue. Your prefrontal cortex has a very limited daily budget for making high-quality, non-emotional decisions before it gets tired. Time blocking removes the difficult choice. You don't decide if you'll do it, you only follow the schedule you set. This powerful technique preserves your precious executive function for the actual work, not for deciding what work to do. You will begin to move from one task to the next with the ruthless and unstoppable efficiency of a machine. You are doing great. Take a deep breath. We are now entering the most crucial half of this video. When you feel overwhelmed or stressed, stop everything and take 3 slow, deep, physiological sighs to reset yourself. Inhale fully through your nose, then take a second shorter inhale, and then follow with 1 long, slow exhale. This breathing technique is the fastest proven way to calm your autonomic nervous system and dramatically reduce your cortisol levels. High levels of cortisol shut down your prefrontal cortex, making discipline and clear thinking literally impossible for your brain. Mastering your breath in moments of high stress is the first and most critical step to mastering your mind. Stop only visualizing the finish line, the shiny trophy, or the massive mansion. This is a common mental trap. Instead, you must vividly visualize yourself successfully performing the difficult work, the reps, the keystrokes, the focused studying. Visualizing the final reward can give a premature dopamine hit, which actually reduces your motivation to do the real work. Visualizing the process itself builds the specific neural circuits you need in order to execute the necessary task effectively. You are essentially mentally rehearsing the struggle, which makes the real thing feel familiar and significantly easier to accomplish. Your brain will then start to see the hard work itself as the most direct and rewarding path forward. For the next week, make a rule to not check your phone for the very first hour of the day. Easy, cheap dopamine from social media and junk food effectively desensitizes your brain's most important reward circuits over time. This makes it much harder to feel motivated by the natural, earned rewards of completing hard, meaningful work. By intentionally starving your brain of these easy hits, you will powerfully reset its natural sensitivity to rewarding dopamine. Suddenly, the deep satisfaction of completing a difficult task will become intensely rewarding and highly addictive in its own right. You will stop being a mindless slave to cheap dopamine and become a master of deeply earned internal satisfaction. You must treat your bedtime like it is the most important appointment of your day, because it absolutely is. During your deep sleep cycles, your brain clears out the metabolic waste products that severely impair your cognitive function. Your prefrontal cortex, which is the biological home of discipline, is crippled by even one single night of poor sleep. You cannot out-discipline a poorly rested brain. That is exactly like trying to drive a powerful car with no gas. Getting great sleep is not a passive activity, it is the active and essential foundation of all human discipline. Fix your sleep hygiene, and you will find that half of your frustrating willpower problems simply disappear overnight. This is the final, most important secret. The most disciplined people don't just do disciplined things, it's deeper. Their disciplined behavior is simply an outward expression of the strong identity they believe they have on the inside. Stop telling yourself, I need to go to the gym. Start telling yourself with conviction, I am an athlete. Don't just say, I will try to eat healthy today. Your new internal rule is, I am a healthy person. Every single action that you take is a powerful vote for the type of person you are deciding to become. True, lasting discipline isn't about what you do, it's about fundamentally rewiring who you believe you are. Remember this one simple but profound truth: relentless consistency will always crush short, unsustainable bursts of intense effort. Your brain is now correctly primed for massive change, but your conscious commitment is the switch that makes it permanent. Comment the single word rewired below right now to solidify your personal promise to build a new disciplined self.